Hey, what's going on, guys? Mike, aka Crypto Jewels. We're going to do our daily Bitcoin update. So let's just hop straight into the chart here. All right. So for anybody who is new to this channel, this is a different chart or a different count that I just kind of added today as a possibility compared to our original count, which would be this entire structure as a WXY. Being I don't have it on this chart, I could switch to that chart, but basically that would be potentially, well, I've got a different scenario, which would be this as a W, X, A, B, and then working on an ending diagonal for our C wave. That's one scenario. Second scenario is that this is a W, this is an A, B, C for our X, and now we're working on our A, B, C down for our Y. Ultimately, all my scenarios that I have, regardless of the way it's counted, ultimately lead to about the same area, 23.7 to 24.5 or so is ultimately what I'm targeting. It seems like we just can't get that flush out, and this is still just choppy, nasty, annoying, non-exciting, boring price action, which is overlapping and definitely corrective. So as far as I'm concerned, this is, ultimately a two wave. This is a one wave here, and this is some sort of a two wave, and then we'll impulse up for our three wave once we're finally finished with this drawn out, boring correction. So the other chart that I have added on here, or the other count, I'm sorry, that I have added on here is actually a WXYXZ, which would be this ABC for our W, ABC for our X, ABC for our Y, ABC for our X, and then working on an ABC down for our Z. That would be the WXYXZ. This count, I kind of like this count, not that it really matters from a labeling standpoint, because they all target the same area. But I think, this looks like an A to me down here, and then a B, and then the choppy nature of this right here looks like an ending diagonal, in this 1, 2, 3, maybe a 4, and maybe a 5. That would be, something that I see as possible. And on the 4-hour chart here, what I like, or what I would like to see, is follow through on this count with this chopping around and then ending up coming down here and doing the same on the RSI, chopping around and then breaking up and really creating a nice bullish divergence for our terminating wave, which in Elliott wave, you really want to couple bullish divergences or bearish divergences, whichever way you're looking, at the terminating wave, whether it's up or down. But in this case, a bullish divergence. But you're ultimately looking for divergences to really start to form towards the end of your terminating wave, whether that be a corrective wave here, whether it be an impulsive structure up. Either way, you're looking for, several different clues and signs to align with your analysis to give you, a good idea that your theory is possibly going to be playing out. So, I do like the way this is shaping up from an RSI standpoint, building that bullish divergence. So it's looking pretty decent for this count. And guys, hey, just to shill something real quick, I forgot to do this at the beginning of the video. I'm creating an online course. I've been working diligently on developing it, and it's basically a course that teaches you Elliott wave theory plus my trading style and my analysis style. If you guys are interested in that, there's a link below this. I will be doing a private launch before I publicly launch it with significant discounts and some other cool offers for anybody who does sign up to get notified. So if you're interested and want to not pay full price for the course, then I would recommend signing up and being notified so you are involved in the private launch. So enough with that. Anyways, so yeah, that's ultimately what I'm seeing here, regardless of what count plays out. That is ultimately what I'm seeing, and really what would, if we get a break above 27,411, I would really start to assume that something else is going on here at this point. And what that could be, we would have to, dive into it and see. It would probably be some sort of a reset of a B, which again would be another really drawn out long, alt B up here. And then from there, you would expect an impulse down. And the reason why I say that is because as of right now, we could technically have the bottom end here. We did breach this low, but this, well, I guess it'd be here now at this point. But either way, I mean, the structure off of the low here is corrective. It's overlapping. If it was impulsive, then, I would definitely have a different viewpoint and a more substantial alternative bullish count that would carry a little more weight and be more likely. But in this scenario, we don't have that yet. So ultimately, I am anticipating this thing to follow through with this count, targeting somewhere around this zone here, and then hopefully getting a 5-wave impulse off the low, a 3-wave correction, and then breaking back above that top. That's ultimately what I'm looking for, regardless of what happens. So we'll see what happens, and I will keep this updated. See y'all later.